In this video, we're going to be talking about elapsed time in problems for third grade. Students have been working on time since first grade. In first grade, they learned to tell time to the hour and half hour using analog and digital clocks. Then in second grade, they read and write time to the nearest minute using analog digital clocks, and they also distinguish between AM and PM. So what we're going to be doing in third grade is we are actually going to be solving problems using addition or subtraction of time intervals. Now when I'm talking about addition and subtraction of time intervals, I do not mean that we are going to take a time and then add a certain number of minutes to it, like this. Because that requires students to do some conversion of time and understanding that there's 60 minutes an hour, and then I would have to convert the minutes and so forth. We never, even in fourth grade, do we teach students to add or subtract time by lining them up just like that, okay? When we do addition or subtraction of time in third grade, we can do it a couple of ways. We can use it pictorially by doing a strip diagram, or we can do it with a number line. Now the number line is the main way that students in fourth grade are going to see adding and subtracting time in problems. This TEAC specifically talks about adding and subtracting time in problems, so that's what we're going to look at today. There are two types of problems students can see. They can actually look at a start time, have the elapsed time known, and then find an end time. Or they could be asking students about giving students an end time, giving them the elapsed time, and asking the start time. So I guess it really is three types. Or they can ask them the actual elapsed time. How much time did they spend doing these things? Okay. Now the one thing they will not do in third is give you a start time and end time and have you find that interval of elapsed time in between. That specifically is a fourth grade TEAC. So let's look at the first problem. Sophia started her homework at 5:25 p.m. Her homework took her 25 minutes to complete. What time was it when Sophia finished her homework? So for this type of problem, of course, I would use Cutie Pack. I'm going to talk to her about what time she finished. Okay, I'm going to pull out that she started at 5:25. She did her homework for 25 minutes. And what I'm looking for right here is an end time. I don't know when she ended, and that's really what I'm looking for. So my plan here is going to draw my number line. I know the start time of 5:25, okay? And I know she went 25 minutes. So this is where I can decompose that 25 into 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 5 minutes. So I can say plus 10 minutes is 5:35. Plus 10 minutes is 5:45, and plus 5 minutes is 5:50. So my end time is 5 hours, 50 seconds. Oh, that's what time it was completed. Sorry, I got lost there for just 1 second. So the question was, what time was it when Sophia finished her homework? It was 5:50 p.m. Okay, so my answer would be 5:50 p.m. All right, so for the next one, so this is one where we had a start time, we knew the elapsed time, and we were looking for an end time, right, which we found. So this one's going to be where we don't know a start time, we don't know an end time, but we do know how much time they did something. So let's look at this one. Tommy and Eric played video games after school. They played Minecraft for 25 minutes, and they played Little Big Planet for 35 minutes. How many minutes did the boys play video games? So I want to know the total minutes they played. I know they played Minecraft for 25 minutes. Little Big Planet for 35 minutes. And I want to know the total minutes. Okay. So on this one, instead of doing a number line, because this to me is just a really easy straight addition problem, maybe not for your kids, we know we played for 25 minutes on one game. We know that we played for 35 minutes on the next game. So I want to know the total amount of minutes we played. So on this one I can do a strip diagram. And so I would do 25 plus 35 equals, I don't know. And so from here I can solve it. Ooh, that's 60 minutes. And if kids know that's 1 hour, that is wonderful. I'm going to encourage them to know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. But at this point, all that matters is that they know that it is 60 minutes. Okay. So this is one where I didn't have a start time and I was looking for an end time. I knew the elapsed time. This is one where I just knew what they did, how many minutes, or the elapsed time it took them to play the video games. And that's what I was finding out on this problem. All right, I wanted to show you one star problem that was from 2016. And it says Thomas put a ham in the oven at 4:45. After 15 minutes, he put a cake in the oven. The ham and the cake were in the oven together for 60 minutes. Then Thomas took them both out of the oven. What time did Thomas take both of the ham and the cake out of the oven? So, of course, my question is, when did he take both the ham and cake out of the oven? What was that time? I know the start time was 4:45. That was my start, right? I know that after you put the ham in the oven at 5:45, and after 15 minutes, and I need to look at my number line. My number line is counting up by 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, this is where he put the ham in. After 15 minutes, he put the cake in. And then 60 minutes. And here is where I can count up 15, 30, 45, 60. Or I can just know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. And if it's 5 o'clock when I put the cake in, and they take them out 1 hour later, then that would be 6 o'clock p.m. Okay. All right. So remember, no adding and subtracting of time by adding an hour like this. Please, it's not the way to do it. We're going to use a number line if it gives us a start and an end time, or an end time. And if it does not, we can use a strip diagram if we're just trying to find the elapsed time of when the students played video games, how long it took them to do their homework, all of those sorts of things. All right, please let me know if you have any questions, and if not, we'll see you next time.